Kalala wala yo bashim shir bashim kakayash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth. Pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Here's a real quick video, you know what I mean? Just a reminder or a reiteration if you would. You understand? Because in these times, in these amazing times, phenomenal times, you know what I mean? Watching the prophecies play out over and over and over, but you know what I mean? It, prophecies happening simultaneously, one after the next, is everything is just a one big domino effect. You know what I mean? If it not happening simultaneously, this is the time of prophecy. If it's the time of, you know what I mean? This is the time, you know? This video is really about remaining prayed, remembering to pray, you know? While in the midst of all the hassle, I mean, life itself is not getting easier. You understand? Taking a toll on my body, my minds, we in the fucking subjection, we in hell. You know what I mean? We under a very oppressive ruler. You know what I mean? You gotta remember that. Keep these things in mind. Keep these things that we are not loved, liked, or wanted in this system, or by the system, or by this world, because of who we serve, worship, and try to emulate. Right? So I just put some power tree precepts together and, you know what I mean, we'll go into it. Alright, so the first precept, now you go to Jeremiah 10 and verse 23. It says, O Lord, I know that the way of a man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. Why? Because it's the Lord. You understand? In the book of Isaiah, the Lord create light, darkness, all these things. He create everything to serve him however he wanted to serve him. Is the will of the Lord. You know? You will be here thinking you're doing whatever you want, but no. This is the Most High. Oh my God. Predestinate. Because it was predestinated. Right? There's Ephesians 1 and 5. It says, having predestinated us unto the adoption of sons by Yahushua Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to praise the glory of his grace, wherein he had made us acceptable in the beloved. Right? In whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace, wherein he had abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of what his will, according to his good pleasure, which he had purposed in himself. Yeah, so it's according to his will. You understand? That's why I start with Jeremiah 10 and 23, saying out, a man's way is not of himself, but it's the will of the Father. Anything we desire, take it to the Lord in prayer. Me personally, when I pray for something I want, I just always say, if it be thy will. You understand? Because I might want something and, you know, who knows, when I get it, I get bugged out. You know what I mean? Abba forbid I get bugged out. In China, especially when we're so close to the end of the race. You understand? All we need to do now is just tighten up and continue doing what we've been doing, or do it even better. You understand? It's no way we could serve the Lord too much. Right? Always remember that we out here to do the Lord's bidding, to do his will. So nothing we do should go without what, by without the thought of him then. everything we do it to the Lord. You know, we understand that we in slavery, we still in slavery, we still in under the oppressors. You know, we not in our kingdom. We understand that, right? We have many scriptures talking about praying. That's why prayer is so important. It's to pray without ceasing. That precept we probably gotta lay down. I didn't write down that, but it just came to my to water. Yeah, wash me shine. Right? We go to the book of Philippians, you know. Philippians 4, I believe it's verse 6 and 7. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything pray and supplication with thanksgiving. With thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto power. Yeah, you have to pray. You have to pray because He is the man in charge. And the peace of power which passeth all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Hamashiach. It's like a Hamashiach, Yahushai, right? Yeah, it will keep your heart and your minds. Because shit is already hit the fan. Place is going to be fucked up. People will be more bugged out, more cool. You understand? You gotta keep your heart and your mind. Friends, family will betray you. You understand? Somebody who you think, you know what I mean, you could probably trust in will betray you. It have men whose minds need to be strong to understand and accept that, you know what I mean, and not run to a substance because they mourning or whatever the case may be, or they hurting because of, you know what I mean, whatever. Carry it to the Lord, make your request for peace, a peace of mind known unto the Lord. You understand? He will take with it, deal with it. He will take it and deal with it because why? He is the Father of all spirits, right? And that is in Hebrews, the book of Hebrews 12 and 9. It says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? You understand? Praying is a way of showing your subjection. You understand? It is a way of showing your subjection. So, without ceasing. Alright, let me see if you could get that precept. First Thessalonians 5 and 17. It's pray without ceasing. You understand? 3 words. Pray without ceasing. In everything, give thanks, for this is the will of power in Hamashiach Yahushai concerning you. Pray without ceasing in everything, give thanks, for this is the will of power. By this is the will, as I was saying, everything that happens to us is the will of the Most High. That is why we pray. We request things according to His will. Because if it's not His will, you can pray how much you want, you ain't going to get it. That's why I personally say, if it be Thy will, if I don't get it, it wasn't for me. The Lord didn't put that, you know what I mean, on my journey. You understand? I'm here to do the will of the Father, and I accept that. Romans 12, it says, well, make your body a living sacrifice. I accept that. Right? And it says, well, in everything give thanks. And you give thanks by praying as well. Right? It says, the precept, I don't remember where the precept is. It says, the hope of the unthankful. Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 29. It says, well, for the hope of the unthankful shall melt away as the winter's hoarfrost and shall run as the unprofitable water. You understand? Yeah, so we had to give thanks. We had to show the Most High that reverence, along with his son that reverence. Yeah, son. So we pray. So we had to stay prayed up, make requests, give thanks for whatever we have, because it's only through his mercy and his will and his grace. Right? So at the end of the day, stay prayed up, Akim. We don't know what spirits that have out there roaming, you know. Request that hedge around you, because the Most High to keep that hedge of angels around you. It are all sorts of things, and stirring up. It have the spirits that were created for vengeance. The vials being poured out, all these things. Pray the Lord keep paying these last days. Right? So hope it was edifying, hope it was enlightening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai Hashem Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.